ready or not, immediately they say, I captain, going in for that bans of Kimmy as well as Harif.
So I captain
Your
here,
team
Kimi
is banning.
being taken off here, Kaja as well, Harif as well, and Contra. I'm gonna say this again. Xbox is still open.
Well,
Xbox is still open.
sometimes they ban it out, sometimes they leave it up for grabs. So Esmeralda is already banned. Immediately, Ken's gonna go lock
Your
in that
team
toe.
is
And
picking.
we know Ken is a really strong
Diggy player.
Diggy player,
Yeah.
sometimes going in on some tanks as well.
Exactly.
So we're seeing this Cho pick up here. I feel like it's still, that's a reliable pick.
Speaking of which, there is this one composition I've not seen
To
yet,
rock.
but I honestly think Notorious
Your
Villains
team
are the
is
team,
picking.
are the sort of teams that will pick it here. It's gonna be Diggy as well as the Zaz here. If you, I'm not sure if you realize it, because the Zaz has been buffed up a lot, and it's super ridiculous and hard to kill here. It's lacking in terms of mobility here, but it's compensated by a Diggy because of the rewind there.
I'm not sure whether or not any one of these teams would like to pull that off.
Oh.
I feel like
Team
it's
is
very composition reliant. So it may work, it may not work. So we are seeing a Lunox Granger as well as Terizla. And to my surprise, they left two of these main picks. Let's call it three of these main picks. Cho, Grok, as well as Terizla and Bosskurr kind of have the better of those early drafts.
yeah.
But Logan here, you mentioned about Diggy. He's going to bring that to the table. So that's going to be some
Your
great start.
team
Okay,
is
so this is gonna be an
banning.
off-lane Terizla for sure. But at the same time here, Notorious Villain is gonna be sticking to comfort picks here. Fenrir has been very strong into the Lunox himself here. But like I said, I'm a little bit surprised here. Xbox completely being ignored here. So I'm not surprised to see a Zaz pick later on. But we shall see. But as of now, Notorious Villains is going to be the ban phase here. What do they ban here? Because they've got two tanks, they've got off-laner. Who's going to be mid? Who's going to be the
Your
marksman here
team
coming
is
from
banning.
Shopee Bosskurr here?
Shopee Bosskurr now going in for the second phase of the ban. I feel like they need to take out another beefy unit. I mean, when we talk about frontliners here, you still have Akai up. I don't think it's worthy of a ban.
Yeah.
But they will offer the
team
Minotaur
is
instead. Something
picking.
that's really different. So now Envy, they have a couple of different sort of strats, but Akai is something that they still can use, and Ken plays it pretty well as well.
Yeah, definitely something they're going to be focusing on as well. Lolita is in the pool as well, provide a little bit of sustainabilities here. I'm not a big fan of Minotaur for sure, but the tanks here, what kind of tanks are going to be picking up here? Because right now, Kufra is being ignored completely. What else is there?
Harry.
Well,
Your team
Well,
is picking.
I
I
feel
don't
like there's still a lot of things
A lot
that,
of options, I guess.
Lolita is not too bad.
Yeah, Lolita's definitely not too bad here.
Gato Gacha, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
We
Gato
haven't-
Gacha is definitely great here to try and deal with the Terizla in some sense. But to deal with a Grok as a tank that has such a huge creep clear here, honestly speaking, I wouldn't be surprised to see an Esme tank. Or maybe even a Xbox as a hybrid tank here, but looks like it's gonna be Lolita Rafila. We've seen this in the Indonesian teams here. Some of the teams actually play this. It works to a certain
Your
degree,
team
but
is picking.
it might help in terms of mobility department here. So it's gonna allow the Cho to do a little bit more damage here. But that's the thing here. They gotta worry about a time journey coming from Shopee Bosskurr themselves here. But looks like it's gonna be a Chang.
Okay,
here.
I love this one because you already have solid frontliners on the table, and to even reach the Chang'e takes a lot of effort. So even if you want to go through that, she's gonna open up that meteor shower and just rain it all upon all these teams. But we're gonna see them get ready for this one. But before that, we have a ton video on our way between Bosskurr as well as Notorious Villains.
Kepada MV, saya tak kenal pun korang. Jadi saya malaslah nak ambil tahu. To Bosskurr Rush, you should get yourself educated and stop living under the bridge.
Whoa! Stop living under the bridge here, but at the same time here, yes, we have not heard the name of Notorious Villains, but I'm pretty damn sure we've heard the legends himself, the Nara Esports from season number 3. Undefeated kings of the regular season 3 in themselves here. So these are no pushovers, Shopee Bosskurr. This is no pushover.
Yep, and now we're heading towards our very first game between Notorious Villains versus Shopee Bosskurr. Let's get it on our way as we'll bring in all the fights. And we've hyped it all the way. And we already heard the announcers as well. Let's get into it.
Yes, speaking of the game right now, as Ken is going to be playing the Lolita themselves here, Fenrir is going to be playing his famed Lunox. We've seen him dominate his way through with his Lunox, and to a point where people actually ban the Lunox against him when facing him during the Season 3 themselves here. But now, Season 4 is going to be slightly different here, but Logan getting pushed up pretty hard here. His HP is dropped all the way towards halfway through here, and Fossa is actually here to join the party. Logan getting pushed up. He's going to be in some trouble. He's going to get dived. One more hit. He's gone. He's dead. He's gone.
He's just getting all baited up right there, and Logan, of course, didn't see that one coming. It's just a great setup. You really need to be careful about all these level 1 and level 2 sort of invades through the side of the bush. So it's just one down for the side of Shopee Bosskurr, but I think that they should have enough time to still get their way back into the game because the goal lead not too far away, just about 200 in terms of difference. So Solos will be picking this one up, and Solos playing Chang'e.
Yeah, this is something I gotta watch out for as well, because Chang'e, it's level 3 right now. Once he's level 4, compared to a Lunox here, Lunox does way much more in terms of bursting potential here, but Chang'e gives an overall team fight, I would say more balanced, rounded damage output in terms of overall team fight here. So you can see that Shopee's Bosskurr, they want to fight a 5v5 situation as early as possible to make sure that this Chang'e gets enough damage done here.
That's
However,
right. Rush going right in. I think he's kind of in trouble right now.
No,
but Ken is still right in front of him, getting slowed down. But Fenrir is just having Logan smack in towards the corner. This is just going to be getting taken down there by Kolia himself. Meteor Shower not really landing into anything at all. So 2-0 for the side of the
That's the power of Lolita, right? Like, Lolita is meant to block projectiles as much as possible, but in this situation, Solo's Meteor Shower immediately gets shut down, gives him a full bar. He's going to dish up some serious rocket damage from the Lolita himself.
But there's a lot of pressure over the top side, and they're coming in for a flank as well. Not enough time for them to fly as they manage to secure that first turn of the game. Envy extending that lead in towards 6K, and I guess, like, we're in for a really rough ride for the side of Bosskurr in the early game.
Exactly here, and not to mention as well, they've got the turtle buff on Fenrir herself as well, and Ken, that shield, just doing a lot of work as well. But Rush Makarov off laner wide, doing a little bit of damage output here is great here, but look at this, how nuisance this Rafaela is. Kolia just harassing his way through.
You just see all these autos, but they sort of sense a little bit of that danger. Mid is kind of missing, so immediately getting reported. That's just great communication coming in from the side of Notorious Villains, negating that sort of danger coming in their way. Azura X on that Granger is going to shove this wave back towards the side of Shopee Bosskurr. And over the top side, Foss is going to have a little bit of that free farm intact. And I guess there's a lot of work for the Diggy as well as Panjahat to do in that sense.
And speaking of which here, seeing how the game is progressing right now, they're both taking a slower tempo gameplay right now, making sure that Notorious Villains, they've got enough farm right here. And not to mention as well, they can't exactly commit a 5-man team fight from side of Envy here. They need to consider how much Ken can soak up as a tank in terms of damage here, because the shield itself just has a really long duration in terms of cooldown here. However, Fenrir here will try and pick up the Diggy himself here. Will be go down here. Time Journey has been used, but the last final darkness will come into play and will get punished from the side of Panjahat Kaka.
Fossa, understanding that he does not have enough burst, he's just gonna let that carry off. In that sense, he's gonna come back up online in the jiffy, and suddenly he might just have to deal with 1v2 over the top lane though. Way of the Dragon being expended, and Panjahat suddenly goes on a 2v1 because he's got the backup, but Fossa's coming right in once again, pressuring him off. Yep.
But at the same time as well, Ken was playing a little bit aggressive down towards the bottom side of the jungle from the side of Shopee Bosskurr here.
Oh, no.
But Rush Makarov, he doesn't have the sprint here. He might actually get paid with his life here. Here comes the burst damage. Rush Makarov, will he come up on top here? He gets one hit. The last crit will seal the deal.
And there comes the Meteor Shower coming in. Shopee Bosskurr a little bit way too late for the reactions, but here comes Ken as well. Going in, the Lolita is possibly just going to try to go in with that. Yep, they're just going to fall back for a little bit more. But a lot of space has been created, and Notorious Villains having another tower in their hands from the top side as well.
At the same time here, Notorious Villains, they have had experience playing Rafaela before as well. I think previous in the regular season, well, they pulled off a couple of Rafaela games and it came out on top here. And Kolya is no stranger to this hero himself here.
Oh, here comes the rest of Shopee Bosskurr just forcing their way through. They might just be able to secure this turtle in the hands in the name of Chang'e. And here comes Fossa as well. Matt Rush will possibly get rushed over, but the reverse time will be able to pull Ken back. But here comes Kolya. Just
Nice.
having a little bit of a tussle there. But Fossa's possibly going in for the flank.
Nice usage of the time journey. Now they're going to go for the catch, and Logan is going to get punished from inside Fenrir here. He gets a kill here, but Solos, he's going to be A-okay here. The meteor shower is there, doing some serious work here, but Shopee Bosskurr definitely did not expect the aggressive push here coming from Notorious Villains as well. And you have to give credit to his Cho there, as he actually set up ahead in time, expecting Shopee Bosskurr to actually go for those buff there. So Fossa, nice catch.
Yeah, total great catch coming in from the side of Fossa. And we're talking about 5-1. This is the sort of dominance as well as experience that Kolya as well as Fenrir had to guide the team. And you gotta really give hats off towards Ken, Azura, as well as Fossa for doing a whole lot of setup right here. And especially the new kid on the block, Azura X, that they have been raving about. He's one of the great carries that you could possibly find from Singapore.
You know, that's the thing, right? Like, if veterans say that, hey, Azura X is good, this is no joke to watch out here. But as of now, Azura X is only got 1 kill here. Fossa goes for the Wheel Dragon. They are going to try and catch off Rush Makarov, and he's pretty much gone for the count. But now the prison is there. But look at this, the blocks trying to save Fenrir's life here. But no, it is not going to be enough here, and Ken will get wrapped around in dead here.
Bottom lane though, they lost bottom lane, but they got some really fair trades. 3 kills. But 4 tower, I'm not too sure if it's all too worth it. There's another turtle coming up within 24 seconds or so. And here comes X-Kakap. And there's not much that Gripix could possibly do. And Kolya possibly right in front of him. Reverse time going to pull him back. But Turisla is a little bit far away. 10 more seconds. And Shopee Bosskurr secures top lane as well.
Needs to be a little bit more careful here from the side of Ken here. Apparently, this shield is very crucial to try to negate all the damage being dished out from Solos. And you see how scary the Chang'e can be here if the shield is not up here. But in this case here, Notorious Villains here. Are they going to survive this here? Now the shield has been popped here, but now here comes the meteor shower. We saw how quickly Fossa's HP drops.
And we understood the power of Chang'e coming in towards this sort of a matchup. And she's getting more and more powerful as the late game approaches. Here comes Ken, hopping right through the wall. Logan's just right across. So they're not going to possibly lock horns for now, but Turtles gets a little bit of tickle right there.
Shadow Mass has been up here from the side of Logan here. They may consider a sneaky approach here, but the glimmer of invisibility here can still be seen here, but it's super hard to spot at times here. However, now, nice wall block here. The turtle has been focused here, but look at this. X-Kakap in some trouble, but time journey has been expended here, and Chang'e will secure the turtle coming in from the side of Shopee Bosskurr. 5-man light strategies here. Very, very nice retreat coming from them, and because of that, they still manage to come up on top in a way here.
That's right, and now look at the goal lead. It's closing down to only 1,000. Shopee Bosskurr juggling it pretty well. Though they may have lost a couple of objectives on the table, they definitely won some of all these turtle trades, snatching the first one away, getting the second one as well. Now, we're looking at Carried, who's already got that endless battle up in hand, and eventually, once all the full builds come up online, you really have to worry about Panjahat right here.
Contra, the double must setup from both these teams here is making work on the tanks here, because they've gotten a lot of economy in this regard here. At the same time, they're actually, from the side of Notorious Villains here, they're actually catching up in terms of economy towards Fenrir here, who's actually on 4.8k gold there.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the sort of rotation that the first Villains is currently playing up. They're focusing towards the top side of the map, and immediately they might just be able to perhaps secure this tower, but X-Kakap managed to spot them all under one roof. Well, it's actually a person said, and trying to clear off all these minutes is already taking a whole lot of time, and reverse time will possibly pull them off a little bit backwards, but there's that Lord coming up in less than a minute.
The Queen's Wing is up on Rush Makarov. This is going to be a hard hard hero to actually kill here, as Rush Makarov is already tanking it up. But here comes the Shadow Mask. I don't think they see is there. Notorious Villains, they definitely did not spot out the glimmer there. But at the same time, there's no follow-up coming from Shopee Bosskurr, and now a lot of commitment being used here. And ooh, Azuro X will get the final shot in, takes down Pajahat Kaka.
There's only one member taken out on that little battle that they have over the top side, and that's a great attempt coming from the Grok, going invisible for a split second. But look at Fossa right now, doing a little bit of dirty work all by himself, and Biggie will be popping out that ultimate, expected to just save his own life. And here comes
Speaking of dirty work as well here, Azura X baiting this out from the side of Rush Makarov. He might actually fall and eventually gets taken down here. How unfortunately here, Ken, he tried to save the life of Kolya there, but unfortunately the shield did not cover the grounds of Azura X as he gets taken down by Solos.
We see that meteor shower really covering a really huge range. Fossa almost getting spotted out right now. I think that Penjahat might just have a clue that somebody's right across, so they're sending X-Kakap right inside. Gripix just landing off that bomb, while there's still a lot of all these members coming from Notorious Villains trying to secure that Lord Pit right there as Shopee Bosskurr marches forward.
Speaking of which here, like you said, the Lord is going to be up for grabs here, but Notorious Villains, despite having the objective being pushed on towards Shopee Bosskurr here, they need to worry about taking this Lord objectives here. We saw how powerful Changi can be here, and at the same time here, Lunox, they need a little bit more items here. Endless Battle up on Fossa, they need a couple of pickoffs before they can actually go for those objectives here. Look at this, Rush Makarov.
Oh my, here comes
Logan. They saw the glimmer, they are going to back off.
Oh, that's just going to be some expanded use of the elements coming in from Azura X, so no Death Sonata for the next battle, but top lane, we're going to see that one being destroyed by Chao, and Bosskurr just keeping tabs around the side of the Lord,
you know,
waiting it out.
That's the thing about the Shadow Mask, right? It works once, it doesn't work a second time. And to play that kind of roles here, going invisibility to go for those pickoffs here is going to be a tough one here. But Notorious Villains, they've got a Shadow Mask up on Kolya as well here. But we have not seen some kind of sneaky plays yet here. But speaking of sneaky plays, Logan is going to go fully buffed up here and he will back off instead.
I guess that they really need a full-fledged 5 versus 5 team fight to possibly find themselves a little bit of that sort of advantage. But Bosskurr, I'd like to see this sort of discipline coming in from Shopee Bosskurr, because last season they play in a very rush style, no pun intended, but here comes Logan, walking into a little bit of a trap, got himself back up on track once more.
No, Gripek's going to be fine here, Ken. He's got a lot of shields available here. Athena shields up as well here. So he can soak a little bit more damage against Solos later on here. But is it going to be enough here?
Yeah, I guess it's just a battle of the Titans. Well, we see a lot of damage being expended from the side of Azura X. Here comes Ken.
Ooh, look at the rocket damage here. Just doing 230 damage here is not that great, but it's after all hitting towards the tank here. But now, here comes the Shadow Mask, catching on the Fossa. Did not see that coming. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's a double Shadow Mask that we're talking about. Immediately, Envy seeing that sort of commitment. They go straight for the Lord, but they are a little bit too late coming from the side of Shopee Bosskurr.
Oh!
That's a huge rocket being sent up there. Death Sonata sends him out.
The last bullet doing a huge chunk of that critical here. Notorious Villains, they got 1-for-1 trade and got the lot as well here. Great stuff coming from them. But that's the thing, right? Why Shadow Mask is so strong in the meta right now, it's all about those mind games, right? Because most of the time, instead of looking around the map while dragging the screen here, you try and pay attention towards the mini-map here. But the Shadow Mask kind of negates that. So it forces players to even use their brains or mechanical skills even more to just look around to pay attention to Shadow Mask itself.
Yeah, I guess like the Shadow Mask definitely something that
brings something new, I guess.
New to the table, and it gives a brand new mechanic. And element of surprise, so definitely it will be great in some of all these competitive play. But here comes the Lord going towards the bottom side. They are already having their house being chunked down low, and there goes the tower as well. They really have to fall back. And Logan already taking away too much. They're trying to secure the kill.
Time Journey there, making sure he's alive as well. The Lord will eventually get taken down here, but Fossa, he doesn't really care. He's going to be objective gaming all the way through here. But no, Azura X gets taken down here. Nice wall block, but it is a tank here. And can this tank take a lot of damage? You know, he's soaking up all the damage being dished out by Solos, though.
I want to say that he can, but No, he
Nope.
cannot.
He cannot here, but Notorious Villains has been playing objective gaming throughout the entire game, been successful so far. They know they cannot fight the 5-man team fight here, and you saw how strong Shopee Bosskurr's 5-man team fight though.
And they're just about to get stronger and stronger. You're talking about Charizla, Chang'e, as well as Carry. All these late game setups are really working well for Shopee, and I think it's just really tough for them to even find a different sort of approach to just go in straight for the base. I guess one good fight is all it takes for Notorious Villains, and we're talking about this. Fossa going in with the Way of the Dragon, 1v1 against Rush.
I think he's gonna bait this here. Look at this, Shopee Bosskurr. He's gonna use Makarov to bait this. They are in position right now. Fossa is gonna get overcommitted here. Penalty box is there. He makes it out alive here. Mistakes were made here, and you saw how quickly Shopee Bosskurr rotated using the Shadow Mask, and I'm pretty sure Notorious Villains did not expect this here. And fantastic bait coming from Rush Makarov.
Who would have expected, but looks like Logan getting caught out when Chung down to 50%. A little bit of that shower won't be hitting towards the side of Cody as well as Ken. Just waiting it out, just having enough time. Let's look at the items once more, and I love all the masks being bought out here, and a lot of all these offensive items are already out for Fossa, but yet again, as much as he have all these damage sort of built, he could not even burst down some of all these units coming from Shopee Bosskurr.
Exactly, it's all because of one particular hero. That is in the name of creep packs right now. The Diggy itself is just super annoying. The time journey is what causing a lot of problems here. However, Notorious Villains here, they have to pay attention right now because they don't have exactly a strong crowd control to deal with here. Lolita's ultimate doesn't do well because time journey is always going to be 100% on all the time here. The ultimate needs to be saved for the right moment here, but the right moment is almost non-existent, honestly speaking.
I would also agree to that. I mean, it's all about taking some of these chances. Might just be a hit or miss. Now we're heading towards the late game. It's already the 16-minute, 30-seconds mark, and none of them want to make a mistake. And Rush might have just committed
Nice
into
penalty box.
Oh my. One versus all 5 of them. Here comes the rest of Shopee Bosskurr. Marching right towards the middle is going to be Bunjahat. And immediately Ultra Bridge have been popped up. Funner is trying to run for his life, but he's getting smacked there by the great wall charge coming from the side of Logan.
Ooh, you gotta give credit to his Logan right there. He knew that he needed to find those moments, the moments to catch Fenrir off guard. He shadow masked his way through. He cut from the side, and as soon as Fenrir did not pay attention, boom! Gets caught, he's gone, he's dead. Nice pick off there. However, the game is not over yet here. Rush Makarov is still alive. Shopee Bosskurr, they gotta make a push right now. 20 seconds here. Are they gonna be focusing on towards the Lord right here? Because as you can see, Fossa is actually splitting up top.
As we can see a little bit of a split push coming out, might just be the formula for
Logan.
them for success. Logan getting smacked by the Lord, while Excalibur right in the middle. That thing is need to do a whole lot of lifting right here, and the rest of enemies marching right in, and that Lord's gonna smack Azura X Black up in the air, literally using the ultimate already. Ken just looking for a little bit of target. Here comes Fossa from the back!
Oh, Fossa immediately rotating the way through here. Will cat off the guys from the side of Shopee Bosskurr here. Shopee Bosskurr, they send Rush Makarov up top to defend this here, and now Notorious Villains, this is the opportunity to close things off here, but Rush Makarov is still alive. Can enemy close this off here? They've lost 2 players. What are they gonna do? But now here comes Fossa.
Oh, here comes Rush as well. He still has the immortality, and here comes another Way of the Dragon coming in online. This might just be the game, but there is enough minutes for them to possibly seal the deal. Rush Makarov dropping down, and the mirrors have arrived, and Notorious Villains will take game 1.
Great stuff here coming from Notorious Villains indeed here. They are no strangers in the tournament itself here, and they've shown themselves they can have